5 travel tips of the week, hidden hacks that will save you money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, this is one that I'm really big on telling. Is this in any particular order?
No, this is just 5 random things that we want to tell people.
Okay, so I always tell everybody this, travel in the shoulder seasons. And what does that mean? That means not the holidays or the summer. So everything else in between. And September is usually the best rate that you're going to get because everyone's going back to school. So everyone doesn't travel during that time because they're back in school. So the airfare is usually a little bit less, September, October, especially heading over to Europe. And then again, it starts like after February, there's cheap flights, and then April.
Well, they say May is also the
I was getting there. February, April, and May
Ah.
are like good times to do that right before the summer. So those are good times. So I agree with this, and they say that this is a big drop. It drops anywhere between 20% to 40% less. So I think that's great. I got a question today by a client. They said, I wanted to do a cruise. We were looking, we saw great prices in October, but it was going to Greece in October. From what I know, that's not a good time. I will say that Greece is opening up a little bit longer because they were known for closing most of the like October to like April, but they're being a little bit more lenient. I think they're trying to bring in the tourism. So I do see it. I see a lot of that. So I love that. Love that.
Yeah, that's a good one. Tip 2, if you guys are hearing me from behind my cat, stack Google Flights Explorer with flexible dates and incognito browsing. Okay. So basically most travelers search one route, one date, and then they pay the full price, right? But the trick here is to let the algorithm tell you when you need to go, right? So let the computer tell you when you need to go. It's going to give you the best flights. So Google Flights Explorer with your home airport and anywhere as a destination, right? So anywhere, which I think is pretty exciting.
No, and another thing, I don't know if you guys have noticed, it even gives you an option, like if you have a layover, it says, do you want to extend your layover?
Yeah.
Because you have the layover anyway, and so they do that as well. So I love that they do all of that. I think that's great.
Yeah, and then toggle flexible dates. Moving the travel date by 1 or 3 dates can drop fares between 15 and 30%.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. And then use incognito private browsing because airline sites and OTAs use cookies that can nudge prices up after repeated searches. So they're pretty much price gouging.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Yeah. So that's pretty insane. And set fare alerts on Hopper, Going, and Google Flights simultaneously.
Yeah.
You want to do number 3?
I'll do number 3. So I'm a little torn with this because I don't know. I whatever, I'm going to say it, but it says to stay outside the city center and use public transportation. Yes and no. I get it that it does. Yes, hotels are usually about $100 to even $200 less than what you would be in the city center. However, if you are planning on staying in that city for a little bit longer, I just feel that the money that you're spending to go back on bus or cabs or Ubers, you're spending it anyway to get back to the city. So I'm a little torn with this. Places like Rome or Paris, I would, just because there's other cities like right outside that city center of Paris that are gorgeous. Right outside Rome, there's amazing little towns and stuff. So some cities I'm all about. But I just feel like sometimes
I think it depends on the town. Like, remember when we went with the kids to Rome and then we were staying outside of the city center, and I didn't enjoy that, trying to get back. Remember, we're trying to get back late from the city, and it was just
the field trip.
It was not
that happened. That was years ago.
And I did not dig that. I mean, I get this because this is for people who really are tight on money and trying to travel.
I think this is like for younger demographics. For those people that are willing to explore and stuff like that.
Exactly.
The older I get, I want to make things as easy as possible.
Yeah, I want a driver. I want them to massage my feet.
And then imagine having little kids.
No.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm like a little torn with that one. So
Yeah. So, babe, we're flying through this one, which
Love
I
it.
like.
It's so amazing.
Yeah, because is that we did that past profile. It honestly, no joke, I think it's longer than a Marvel movie. But anyway, so segment.